Hello everyone and welcome back once again to HOI3 4. I'm playing with the Black Ice mod installed as Italy. Let's continue where we left off, taking care of, well, pretty much anything we need. So I'm gonna increase these. Now I know that it doesn't properly work with resistance reduction because the game doesn't seem to attribute the need to ascribe divisions for that particular task. You can see it, attempt to lower resistance doesn't do anything despite me having high levels of resistance. And these units are here for that particular reason. We know that these units are... They have the MP unit. This is Garrison Template 2. So if we take a look here, Garrison Template 2 is this one. And we can see that they have military police detachments. So they are going to lower the suppression there. Or they are going to provide suppression to the occupation. But the game kind of claims that we don't need anything for that, which is clearly wrong. So the unfortunate thing at that point is that I kind of need to use or need to guard victory points in order to effectively do that, which means I need 32 of these guys. Now currently we have not enough of those. I can't deploy any of these garrisons, so I'm already not having enough of those for now. I can take some from this army, which definitely doesn't need any divisions on airfields. So I can actually take quite a few from these guys. Because this is a tad much. So I need 16 of those. And that means I can take 17 divisions and put at least 10 of those under this command. Now I need to switch up the general because he actually doesn't have enough. So... he has, yeah, it claims now 30, but that's clearly not actually what I need. I'm quite sure I need one that can take at least 14. So let's go for this guy. Yeah, he can take 42. So that's what I need over here. So first of all, I want to create... I need 20 more, basically. Let's add this up to 30 divisions. It seems like I have enough of this, except in garrison equipment for a little bit. So I will need to produce a bit more of that. How are we on production for those things? Yeah, currently this will take 3 years to build. So I'm going to be putting 10 factories on that, and they will start producing 20 a day. It's a lot of factories, but I need a lot of garrisons. I'm actually inclined to put this to 15, because with, let's just say, 17 a day, then it will still take a year, which will cut down to about half a year if this actually would go up by a reasonable margin. So I think 15 is appropriate here. That leaves me with 8 more to go on for now. And of course, I will have less of those guys later. So that's the first thing that I need to do. Then I need to get 7... how much do I need? I need at least 12 from these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And put them under this army. They're going to garrison like this. And you guys are going to garrison without taking care of the air bases. And they will switch themselves up. That shouldn't be a problem. So it's taken care of for now. And I will deal with... the other factories in a little bit. So first of all, I don't need to trade this anymore with Greece, but I do need to trade with Germany for a lot more steel right now. That's also fine. Meanwhile, I get to expand the bauxite mines to get more. I think this is aluminium. Right, yeah, aluminium, although I don't particularly need more aluminium. I have plenty of that. I will definitely repair this. It's not actually that bad. I was busy with decisions, right. Let's expand these and expand these as well. Oh, I can't do that right now. I don't have the points. Okay, fair enough, game. So there's that, and I will expand the other ones as well. I can't expand the Tripoli oil fields for now. Prevent the government collapsing at any point. Wow, okay. Gain +5 stability, and this will happen. Seems to me rather that once the research is done, we're going to be doing marginally okay again. We're going to drop 5 for the better production. There should be some other ability to get that higher up. We'll see though. If there's any that can raise stability, that'd be great. This is Interior Minister. He doesn't raise stability, but this one doesn't decrease it actively. And I need one that does it actively. Economic Minister might be able to do it, but it's unlikely. Like he raises it by 2, but that's not what I'm looking for. A political advisor might be able to do it. No. Maybe domestic minister. Doesn't look like it once again. No, there aren't any that raise it continuously. Maybe a propaganda minister. Currently, I'm getting this guy, but I could switch that up with him. Peace and stability. Which lowers war support, but I have a lot of war support already. And that will increase stability there. I just need a few more points, so there are some options. Yeah, steel, like I said, I need to trade it with the Germans. I already am gonna do that. I still have a couple of military factories left. Now, I currently, besides this ridiculous stack, let's deploy these units. I can't deploy them, but these 5 divisions can already be deployed. They're at full equipment. I'm just waiting for them to be done training. But that's not really necessary. I need to get to an army of 1.5 million in the field as fast as possible. So I want to be adding additional units ASAP as well, so that I can quickly get them in the field. Currently at 50 out of 50, so this is actually exactly the right amount, although I could use a few more forces. First of all, I wouldn't mind getting... Oh, no, if I want these... Whoop, sorry. I can add 2 more of these. Sure, that's fine. And then I also want extra motorized... And I also want to add a few regular divisions. Now, in order to get to 1.5, I'm at 1.55. If I were to be able to deploy all of this, then I would have enough. Let's put this to 10 additional divisions. So all they need to do is actually train. What are they missing? Support equipment, the transports, artillery, infantry guns, etc., etc. What I'm interested in doing, let's actually get rid of these right now. We have a marginal amount of army experience, and it does increase. I want to create a duplicate of this, and it's also going to be an infantry division. It is a new division though, so what I'm going to call this, because these guys are going to have medium and heavy artillery, which I want to introduce into my new armies. I'll call them the plus armies, because what I'll be doing is I'll be introducing a heavy artillery battery onto these guys. And I will have them take, instead of a regular artillery, a medium artillery battalion and a second medium artillery battalion. They'll have a regular one and... no, let's have this as a regular artillery. So we have 2 regulars, a medium, and a heavy artillery battalion for these guys. This increases or decreases organization by 1.4, yes, but it does increase hard attack by soft attack by 30. This by only 1, of course. Much more defense and more breakthrough. This does take a bit longer, etc., but I think having that extra soft attack is going to be quite good. And this is also looking fine. I'm going to remove the engineer company, I think. And what I want to add instead... do I need to do that? Yeah, I think removing the engineer company there, because adding it again, I just leave it like this. This is fine, I think. So, yeah, these guys have a bit more oomph. Save, and I want to start building a few of these. Location Rome. That's going to be 5. Let's do 7 of those. And let's train another 7 of the regular units for now. Let's do 5. So we got quite a few more in training. There we are, and I think even though we have lower manpower here indeed, in order to work my way towards the 8 million bayonets, this is actually going to be good. So I'm actually quite pleased with this setup right now, and I think we'll be able to continue. Now, yeah, low manpower, whatever. Unassigned divisions. We have these 5 units, which can be assigned, let's just see, to this army over here. Garibaldi. Sure. We're going to reorganize these guys anyway, because we're going to be at war with Greece. Let's switch up this, because now we need quite a few different units as well. We need artillery prime movers. And that's these guys. Let's remove this for now. Artillery prime movers. We also need medium artillery now, which we weren't even building before. That's this one. It's actually World War I medium artillery right now, but we'll work on researching that. Heavy artillery we also need, and the spotter planes. So we'll also be working on the 149 millimeter, I guess, out here. Let's put all of these at 2. We probably have a shortage of these equipments. We'll see how that goes. What else do we need? Artillery spotter planes. Right. I'll just put it like this right now, and then we'll wait a little bit because we need more steel. And yeah, I can't see right now how that's going to work out. I'm going to decline all of these, of course. Next up, I'm going to need a front line with grease here. So currently we have these guys. Why it's going like that, I don't know. The challenge here is that if we take a look at terrain, there should be a terrain map mode, right? Yeah, here we go. It would have been really nice if they used different colors here. How am I supposed to see anything with this? It's just, you know, it is disgusting. Anyway, I need my mountaineers through the center, and I need the other infantry on the sides. On the sides, I want them to move through the coasts towards Athens, whereas the mountaineers will be at the center. So the mountaineer guys over here, let's just switch back to the regular mode. They will take up position over here. Yeah, like that, all 11. And they are going to push their way through these mountains over here like that. Then these 3 are obviously no longer needed in such a way, so let's put them under this other army. And I want to take a look at him. I like watching at it like this much more than anything else. I can definitely do better, I think. Although these are only infantry, so I don't necessarily need a panzer leader. But maybe something like that isn't as easy as you would make it out to be. Panzer leader, blah blah blah. I don't need panzer leaders out here. Right. I actually need this guy, I think. Italo Balbo, which is currently under this here 5th army out here, but we're not actually at war there, so I want him in charge, and it will take some time, sure, 15 days, but that's not an issue. Whereas over here, I might try to get somebody with Desert Fox, preferably the best guy with Desert Fox, like this one. He's also an armored officer, but this will be fine. I'd rather indeed have Italo Balbo over here. Anyway, these guys will pretty much move through this here area. 11 divisions there. And their first offensive line is going to work their way through this area. I don't necessarily... Well, actually, I will have 2 areas that I want them to go. Over there, but also down here. So they are going to work their way through both of these. So what I need to do is I need to get at least a few divisions for them. Let's just say 5 that I'm going to assign to this here. I should be able to. There we are. 6, 5. Excellent. That's looking quite well. Then I have these 14. That's a tad much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this up a little bit, I think. I'm going to add these guys to this army. And I want them also to assign here. Or they already did. No, they didn't. Or... Six, 6, but then if they have 30... oh no, it's these, it's 12. Yeah, okay, so never mind. And for you, I also want to have 1 cavalry. That is also... No, we're good. Okay. Let's have these be going in here. And they're going to move with their spearhead primarily down. So I would say first here for now. So they're going straight down and then they're going to move on Athens later. That's basically how that's going to look right now. Let's keep that at 3. I want to take a bit of a peek first, of course, about what's happening. And then we'll see further ahead. As for the Navy, this is quite useless for now. So let's make them stop. They're going to go back. The same works for you guys. Let's stop with that. And also assign them at least a leader here, because this is a bit silly. This guy. Alright, there we go. So the airplanes, they need to stop doing all these shenanigans for now, because there's really no need to. I'm gonna ground all of them, and I'm going to reassign them. And not only that, I also need to rework them here. One thing that I need to do here, because this is just one division, that would be super silly. I need to assign all of them, of course, all 13. There we go. Air Force. I have 135 light fighters here. I want to set the rest of the light fighters there too. So at least there are now 195. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get pretty much just all of them and move 3 back. And I want only these guys to move out here. These 3... I think... I should be able to put them in reserve somehow. Can I delete this stack? Ah, okay, that would have been the other way to do it as well. Yeah, so then that will be taken care of. That's 300. I'll just wait for that a little bit first as well, because we have time anyway. Let's join them, merge them, because this is... Okay, I got some other air units as well. I don't need to put those in an Air Force. 300. So that's that. They can go and do the interception over Greece. These 200 are looking fine. Then I'll have another 200. First of all, these are also light fighters. It's a shame because, again, I just can't see. What is this? I'm supposed to guess? Okay, so I can't add any of those other ones. Well, since I don't want any more light fighters, I'm not... Yeah, it will say that I'm missing them. Yeah, we'll see about that stuff soon. Anyway, these light fighters, 200. I don't... do I need them up there? That's basically the problem, because if I'm probably gonna get big air superiority if I send 500. Then yeah, let's do this, and then you're going over there and you're going over there as well. That'll take care of that for the moment. Then everything that we have going on right here, I think this needs to go to 100 for now. That's fine. We have quite a bit of these. What's this? This is multi-roll. Close air support. So as for the production of airplanes, I want to get that a little bit closer together. So I actually don't want to be producing any more light bombers for the moment, but I'm going to put that into medium bombers for now. So it'll be a bit more streamlined. Next up, I'm currently producing multi-role fighters as well. I have fighters and interceptors here. I don't really want these, so let's quit with that. Okay, so I need to scroll up on this one. Right. This is heavy close air support, and let's start working on a few of those as well. I don't need heavy bombers at the moment. Yeah, exactly. So they'll be in surplus, but that's fine. And once these are cancelled, I'm gonna work on something else as well. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Missing production. Yes, there's production missing, but I don't really care about those specifically right now. The air forces that I need. Okay, yeah. Technically, we're at peace now. So this should also increase again. Yeah, exactly. At least for the moment, it should. I don't know what constitutes to small air force, but I don't think I have that going on anymore. Maybe. I don't know. We have a pretty decently sized air force, I think, so there's no real worry, I think. Right, war with Greece is done. I'll let the troops wait there for a bit and prepare, because the preparation bonus is pretty big. And basically, if we take a look here, I need to wait with Into the Black Sea anyway, because I need 8 million bayonets, and I can only do that if I have 1.5 million manpower. So that's going to take a bit of time anyway. Now, there are currently a few things that I can do. The most important ones are either claims on France, which doesn't take that long, and learn from the Wehrmacht with 56 days. This will give me a research center for tank techs, armor, World War II doctrines, and this will give me claims on France. I'm inclined to do claims on France first. Take land from Vichy France. With the German conquest of Paris and the new government formed in France, it is time for us to claim our rightful piece of Southern Europe. Germany has expanded heavily in the north, And it's only fair that we are granted the slice of our own. I think that that's definitely true, and I want to invade Vichy France if I have the chance anyway. Currently they have non-aggression pact. I wonder if that ever stops, but I'm not too sure. Do they actually have their own special tree? I guess they do. Huh. That's interesting. Well, okay. That's quite funny. Either way, that's not really important for us. Let's see how long they need to prepare. So... yeah, I'm sure that's the case. But... I probably need to check that somewhere here. Where would that be? Okay, so maximum 32, and it decreases by 1.8 each day. So that will take around 15 days max. Anyway, let's expand these mines as well for 25. There we have right now. Let's switch this up. Lose 10 days of production. No, let's just wait a few days then. Till this goes down. There we are. Yes. New research. We are at 9040. Let's increase improved headquarters as well. Or let's do improved headquarters. I need 8 factories with Germany. How are we on construction then? I think after these conversions, I'll be good for a little while. Actually, I think I might even want to cancel this one for now, because we actually have quite a few less of these at the moment. And I'm not saying that I'm getting scared here, but I don't want to have too little civilian factories either. That would be a bit of a problem, I think. Let's also work on the encryption, and we have dockyards. So now that we have 33, I might be able to actually work on advanced submarine hulls if I have enough. I don't know how much it costs. Ultimately, I'll see. Because this is already 20. $28. But this would be enough. 32. That's the best I can do. Let's put a main gun on there then. Yeah, let's save this. And let's do 5 of these. Alright, there we go. So we do have the squeeze on Yugoslavia now, and that seems to be looking quite good. There doesn't seem to be overly much resistance right now. So that's going well and fine. And then the moment I get to deploy most of these divisions, you know, like I said, I need to get over the 1.5 number in order to do 8 million bayonets. How are these guys doing? It seems like these are not done preparing yet. Like I said, that will actually take quite a bit of time. Of course. A couple more days. Some of them have only just arrived. But I have time. Free factories, huh? Well, let's take a look. This is crazy. Yeah, if I have a free factory, I kind of just want to invest into one of those things that is not this. So what were they requesting? For example, these, but I have enough, so I don't really get why they're then complaining that they don't have this equipment. I guess they're just asking for it, but they don't actually need that. The moment that I see that there's a shortage, I will change it, but that's not the case right now. I should... Like, most of them already have recon infantry equipment level 1 at least, so then they don't need level 2 either yet. We had enough early war equipment. It's mostly about the reinforcement needs. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I don't know how long I'll have to wait. I guess I didn't have to wait anymore. 1940. Let's also go for this. There's this 41. That's 41. Do need to get some naval bombers. If with naval bombers, I'd always rather go for heavy. Germany has seen the wisdom of supporting our demands for Vichy territory. Vichy has surrendered Savoy and Corsica for us. A revenge for Italy. That's good. You know, we'll get more territory here. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 though. So if there are some new divisions, I definitely need to put them there. With that research though, with the claims on France, I currently don't have the National Spirit Mare Nostrum or the other ones. I don't want to befriend Syria and Lebanon. I want to conquer them. So that's not exactly what I'd like. Gonna do learn from the Wehrmacht now. The Wehrmacht proved to be a formidable force, so we may learn many valuable lessons from the Germans. We may. Alright. Yeah, let's speed things up because there's nothing we're doing here anyway currently. And like I said, I do need to wait. Sure. That's fine. More free factories. Well, 1 per day is 500. But there's really no need for either of those. I also have enough artillery trucks at the moment. So I really want to invest in those things that I don't have enough of yet. This takes 150 days. This will take 200, or this will take 100. No, so that's 16... 1500 or 150 maybe, but this takes longer, a lot longer. Let's put one in basic medium artillery. This is still 40 weeks, so almost a year, and there we go. For now, very important because I need to get those divisions out there. So for example, much of that desert infantry is now done. And I'd like to get them as in the field as fast as possible. 1.26. Because 1 million bayonets is in the field. Yeah, exactly. So I could deploy these 3 as well, but then they'll stop training. That doesn't get me over the limit. So with those guys, I think I might just as well wait. I seem to be ready with most of the divisions, so let's start the attack on Greece. Yes. Let's put this to 3. Air forces, of course, you guys. Air superiority, you guys as well. Close air support for all of those. Let's see how we're doing. Looking decent for the initial stages, and with these guys, yeah, they're getting quite a lot of attrition as well. Oh, great. Yeah, because if we take a look at this combat, night and country. Oh, wow. Yes, I need to mobilize. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I am such an idiot. That is super dumb. Alright, let's continue the mobilization. How can I not just... Ugh. Alright. At least we're working on it now. And... this didn't go up after... What? How did this not go up after that their war was done? That's really weird. Okay. Right, well, it's supposedly going up by 0.2 even now. But that will change. That's just a bit weird, but... really? Shouldn't be that bad, though. We also need more than 100 army experience for 8 million bayonets. Yeah. So we better get that as well. We should be getting that from the battles, I think. I want you guys to support that. These 3 will also move straight. And I want you also to keep going. Well, I actually think that we might get some negative... Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I need more guys attacking there. I can practically go for a general advance here because so many of my guys are actually doing very well. And it going through the mountains, it almost seems like it caught them completely unawares. And they didn't join the Allies, so that is also really nice. Now they're trying to get back, but that's not gonna work. So I need these 3 to go down here, but then these to go through here because I need to cross the river. And I want you to go in here and then move over the river as well. So that's basically where we're at right now. Western Desert. Okay, so that's just supply issues. Okay, fine. what I need from these guys once this attack is done. I need first and foremost for them to cut them off, or at least to try that. Your guys are already immediately advancing. That's going quite well too then. Yeah, this is a relatively easy battle, it seems, against Greece. They are really no match. And even though in some areas it's... Okay, they can't even move a retreat as fast as we... Yeah, we're catching up to them quite quickly. And... I want to make it across the river, because the river is a very big hurdle. And this is going well on quite a few areas, so this also shouldn't be that big of an issue. And once we get Thessaloniki, we will have one there at least, I think. 2. So how are we on that research as well? Because we had some research that will increase it by 10. 70 days still. So we have pretty bad stability at the moment. 0. That's not good. No, I want you to attack there as well. They still were able to somewhat halt us at the river. We did capture Thessaloniki though. But if I can at least cross, then we'll be at a good spot. Okay, we got quite a few factories from this. Let's pump one into radio too, because we currently also don't have enough of that. There we go. Okay, so we crossed the river. So I want these to move around. And through here. So they actually get the cross, because this attack, it ain't good. And well, we did get quite a big stack of units locked up there. I don't think they'll... Oh, they do seem to start getting attrition here. Okay, fine. Let's try and cut them off. That will not likely succeed. But it might. No. Yeah, you're gonna go there. And now these attacks are all looking quite well. We're practically great through this area. I want you to move upon Athens. And you're gonna attack over here, of course. Oh, there we are. Still overran some units. Okay. There we are. Maybe I can even cross here if there are no additional units, but I'm not sure. Research slots. I've taken care of those. Early war tankettes, not necessary. Look, we're actually already behind, so let's just do this. Nope. For as long as I can help it, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so like I said, maybe they'll get across, but that is tricky. This is going well. We'll clear those guys out. Even Romania is begging us to join the war. Okay, let's have some of these move in here and then try to immediately go to Patras. They can't. No, okay, let's move. So that in general is just a bad way. Fine. Right, so this lowers the stability even further. That might not have been the best thing to do in hindsight. And there's no way to get it up through here. Right, let's work on this. Maybe there is a decision that will at least increase stability by a little bit. I'm not super sure here. These are all war efforts. Like something like We Fight United is really good in that regard, but like something like this gives weekly stability for 100 days. So that should be able to increase it for quite some time. Of course, with minus 30, this will still remain at 0 for a bit as well. But there's not a lot I can do. I think this is all still Greece if we take a look at it. Yeah, so my air force is doing their job regardless. Great, that is done, so we no longer have that penalty. I'm willing to go to war bonds too. Okay, so from this army, let's actually take out these two. And I want to send them over to these guys because they are down here and I think they could also use it. Hopefully that will get my supplies running a bit better in the desert because that's not looking super hot right now. I'd rather change that. So there's still no way I get to deploy many of them. They're at too low training. So that just generally sucks. These guys are back up to full strength. Okay, so they're only suffering from terrain now. Sure, you can give me anything. This seems to be empty, so I would gladly accept that. I have to say, I'm surprised it's still 0, but because that also means that once the war is done, it's still gonna be only below 30. That kind of sucks. I really need to go and raise that. Okay, we did get in there. And yeah, I indeed want to keep moving. This is going to be an easy battle. This will take pretty long, but it seems like they're almost there. That's the best outcome, unless they do move into Patras. That's going to be tough to handle. I might need to switch up to attack down there instead of anything else, because if they can't reach it before these guys retreat there, if they retreat there, then I'm in trouble. But it seems like I'm going to make it. Maybe. Yeah, they did. Okay, excellent. That's more victory points. And I would say that if I take Athens and these two, they will probably fall, because I don't think this is that important. That's at least not how it looks like. Okay, taking Athens. I want one of you at least to move through here, which you can, because that's another victory point, I think. Can't see. It's a bit hard to see, but I think it should. Yep, okay. Taking everything, and I'm done. There we are. See, this it goes down with an attack or when you're at war, but then when you're at peace, it doesn't return. At least not properly, it seems like. So every time I'm going to war, it keeps going down and down and down and down. And because I'm at peace, then it doesn't go back up again. That seems to be rather silly. I mean, I'm fine with doing stuff like this to keep getting it higher again. I have no choice, and I do have enough of these factories. It's costing me some points, but only 0.4 now. Low stability, yeah, exactly. I need to get higher stability, but it does go up by 1.6 now, once they remove that at war. Let's add those factories as well, because we're producing a lot less right now due to the low stability, and that is a problem. 11 weeks, this is then more than 20 weeks. Added to that, this is 8 weeks. That's actually fine. Let's round it to 20, making this 60 days. That's good enough. Let's add one here. This is over 100 days. Let's keep doing that. You here. This looks fine, but they do need a whole lot of... let's put this to 5, because I know that we need to do a lot of upgrading on that as well. Five more here. And I'm gonna add 2 here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be building another capital ship. Only one. Sure, low manpower. I need more steel. And there's resistance to the occupation. Currently in Athens. So there are a few things that I need to consider. First off, let's take a look at how many divisions they have. 45 to 63. That's a lot of divisions. So many that even I don't have that many, I think. Not for war. Although they might have some garrison divisions too, but you can see already that I have only this number for fighting. So it would be pretty difficult to take down Turkey anyway, although that is what I need to do now. Unless France no longer has a non-aggression pact, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Let's see if I get to deploy some of those garrisons. And the problem is I also can't. They're 36%, or at least most of them are close to, but they need to train at least till 45 before I get to deploy them. So that rather sucks. And I can't deploy any of these other ones. Let's at the very least deploy these as well. Because that puts me to 1.31. It's not enough yet, but we'll see. Now, currently, I'll have these guys rest in Greece for a bit. I can't attack anything at the moment, so I'll just have them garrison this area. They can go for the lower parts over here. And let's just not guard the coastline, then they're already fine. These guys will be garrisoning this area. They can even guard the coastline. And then these will be garrisoning this area. Sure. And they will also be fine. So then at least we don't have to worry about the occupation for the moment. Those guys will join the 2 different divisions. Let's ignore this for now and let's go for at least another day. Then we'll see what's going on. Yeah, see, that's what I think is quite silly about this. We don't get it back, it just drops once, and then I just, you know, that's that. So that sucks. I would have thought that it would change back, but I guess it doesn't. Which I actually find surprising. At any rate, I do need to keep my army experience because I do need 100 of that. I also need to stop my air force from doing this. Didn't seem to lose a whole lot of planes. But I'm still using mostly these light fighters in order to deal with it. As it is, I'm actually getting quite a bit, I think, for the non-core population as well. That's 0.4, but it's... That's actually not too bad because I have almost as much non-core population as core population at the moment. And even though the modifier is much, much lower, it's still good. Right, so within a couple of weeks, this should be once again quite a bit higher. I can't declare on anything at the moment, but I'm not at war with anybody. And this should help the Germans quite a bit as well. Yes, I'm in the Axis. But if I don't join any of their wars, I'm going to be at least fine for the moment, unless the British declare war on me, which I don't think they're super likely to do. If I'm lucky, I might get to invade Turkey within a reasonable time period. We'll see. I have to do some naval preparations and things like that in order to get to other areas. Again, there's a lot of mountains, so it will be challenging. But we'll see how far we come. And of course, if we take Turkey, then that will give me an opening to move further south into the desert. Either way, I'm going to wrap things up here. I want to thank you for watching. It's been quite a long episode, but I really enjoyed playing this. So once again, take care. See you next time, and bye-bye.